Welcome back to Fade the Mahoney. We're doing Slate 1 Series 2 preview here. It involves the Cobras. And before he takes off, we've got Drew Davis. Drew, thanks for coming back yet again, buddy. How are you?
Always my pleasure. I'm good.
Thanks. We appreciate everybody who watches. We've got a small but growing and loyal following, so we appreciate all of you. For those of you who don't know, we do our best to record these preview shows before they're played. So the timeline gets funky sometimes in terms of who's playing when and what people have seen. But Drew, you have not played against the Wildcats yet, right?
Correct. Unless I have.
That's true. This is Trevor. Trevor, good to see you, buddy.
Hey, great to see you too. It's a great day here in the Philadelphia area. Joel Embiid, MVP, going to happen tonight at the stadium. So very excited to be there and watch the Sixers hopefully beat the Celtics tonight.
In the past. It's in the past.
Yes.
Everybody watching, please like, subscribe, and please leave comments below if there's anything you'd like to see us do that we're not doing. Hopefully that other content has been coming out, Trevor. Hopefully, the way this timeline works. All right, we're doing Wildcats Cobras, quick gambling preview. Before we get the numbers officially that Trevor gets from the official sports book, Drew, you want to share any strategic motivations, whatever, anything the Cobras have that might affect the number? Pitching, yada yada. Lay it on.
No, I'm not really sure. I mean, you might want to bet the over because I don't really know what our strategic thing is because I don't really know. I was gonna let the new guys, get their managerial debut, let them figure it out while I'm there. But I think they might think that I'm still a manager for a series, so I don't think we even know who's our manager for Series 1. So there might be some funky stuff going on.
Trevor, did you and I have a bet on the Cobras over under this year? Because if we did, I'm pretty sure I have the over.
You did. You did.
Yes, you took the over.
Yeah,
I was down on the Cobras, obviously.
Yeah, it's
because well, without Drew, I mean, how can you be up high on them?
I was
it's the part of the team.
I'd like to cancel that bet right now if that's cool with you after this.
No. See, I think the team will be better off without me.
All right. Well, that was some solid inside information about no managers and having no clue of what anybody's doing. Trevor, what do we got for numbers?
All right. Well, I had to adjust that number on the fly. I had the Cobras as favorites in the series because I think the pitching. True. Yeah, I still have it as true. I just lowered it a little bit. So I'm going to make the Cobras minus 130. Same thing we had for the first matchup of the season between the Mallards and Eagles. Cobras minus 130. I think they have the edge in pitching. I think the Wildcats have the edge in hitting. But I think the heart of Drew Davis, he will not allow the Cobras to go out without a victory against the Wildcats. So I think they're going to win the series. I think should be favored to win the series. But it's going to be certainly an emotional day at the Meadows for everyone involved, I'm sure.
Yeah, I might try and convince the boys to let me get up on the mound for an at-bat. Just one at-bat.
Well, that would be awesome.
Just for all time's sake.
I was going to set a line on number of batters faced by Drew Davis at 0.5 over under, but I bet you the over is a heavy favorite all of a sudden.
I'm going to try and convince them. We'll see what they say because Andy will probably have a ton of pushback.
Andy will what? I didn't hear you.
Andy will probably have a ton of pushback on that idea.
Oh, he does because he wants to win?
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
Will all the boys be at the yard tomorrow?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
How many non Cobra and Wildcats people do you suspect will be there?
I'll set the over under at 10.5.
Ooh, nice. That'd be a nice little send off.
I got some people showing up.
Nice. Do you think for the video there will be a Drew Davis tribute before the game starts?
No.
There should be. If there's not one, I'm going to make one. I'm going to find some time in my day to make one.
I think there'll be like a like something said in like the pregame, and then like I think they'll probably like I would expect them to probably do me as like the pregame interview because like they pick one person from each team, so I would expect it to be me. If it's not, that'd be kind of weird, but um, I don't think there's going to be like a big. I don't think there ever has been for anybody like a big video, so I don't think so, but we'll see. That'd be cool if there was.
A
I
couple of
mean,
things.
I think it's
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, I would argue that nobody of your caliber player with your history in the league has ever retired. So,
Yeah, I
I
would
mean,
say
there's
only.
obviously been others retired, but
I would say only Dabrica would probably be up there. Maybe Brendan Schultz, but probably Dabrica. But that was a little bit before we got kind of bigger. So yeah, I
yeah.
don't
And
know.
also, he doesn't have the same personality as you. I mean, he had some personality, but it's not Drew Davis.
Yeah, it would be interesting. It would be interesting just for sure. I hope we win. I hope we win.
A couple of ideas I have. One, Kyle, you're welcome to use any of the clips from the retirement announcement show in your pregame package. It's perfectly fine. And two, you could get the Paul Walker treatment at the end of Fast whatever with that song. What's the song? See You Again or whatever.
See you again.
Yeah, you should get that.
Cause we're brothers first. Cause we've been through a lot, but it ain't over.
All right. All right, let's get back to some gambling. Minus 130. My brand is to be loyal to the Cobras this year. I'm on the over, so I'll lay the 130, Trevor. I'll bet 130 to win 100 against you on that.
Wonderful.
Drew, get some hits, would you please?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. And then you had teased in our season preview spectacular. Shout out Jimmy Norp. Thanks for helping out with that. You had teased that the Cobras totals were going to be historically low this year for their series. I think that happened, right, Trevor?
Yes. I did think the totals would be very low this season based on what I think about their pitching and also what I think about their lineups. Obviously, we still have Drew so Drew, are you only going to play one game?
No, I'm playing one series.
One series. Okay. All right. Just want to make sure. Okay. So this one I'm going to have a little bit higher than I would normally have. I think the rest of the season. So I'm going to go with 11.5 total.
Okay. If
you going to take anything?
If Drew wasn't playing, what would it be?
9.5 or 10.5. Probably 9.5.
Wow, you're worth 2 runs to the total, Drew. That is amazingly high.
Especially an emotionally fired up. I'm predicting hopefully a 2-homer performance out of Drew.
If I hit a homer, I mean, I'm gonna go so berserk. I will snap the bat in half.
How about this? Body paint on you, fade the Mahoney, hit a home run, rip off the shirt, run the bases.
Here, I'll chant it as I'm rounding the bases.
Oh, cool. All right.
That's great.
I hope that happens. That would be great. All right. I'm going to take the over because Drew's there. So I don't particularly love it, but we like action here. So we're going to.
Hey, it's going to be the return of the Cobras opening day fired. Last year's the first year we've ever last year is like the first year in like 4 years or 5 years that we've lost an opening day series.
All right. So you're turning it around.
Turning it around.
All right. These previews episodes, we're going to do our best to keep them short. So this is relatively short. We got off the rails a little bit. But before we go, Trevor, Drew sent me a text last week. What did you send me, Drew?
I said, yeah, I was like, you got to bet the Kraken live right now.
Yep.
It was like the end of the first period. And I think it was like 0-0 and they were playing at Colorado. And I was like, I have a special feeling about the Kraken. And I'm on a heater right now.
That was a good one. That was plus 180. And I think I emptied my account on plus 180. So that worked out. Yeah. So Drew.
And Virginia just beat the number 1 team in the country. Like things are looking up. Mike, I commend you for you switched at the perfect time from fading me to believing in me. I don't know what shifted, but you were fading me and it worked to perfection. And now you're believing in me and it's working again. So props to you.
We're on a dual heater. All right, that's the preview show. Drew, thanks again, buddy.
Yeah, I got one more thing to say.
Oh, go for it.
I just like I'm pretty surprised at the disparity between my rankings of who I think's good this year and Jimmy's rankings. Like when he had the I mean I'm not like saying he's wrong or anything. He could be very much right, but like it surprised me when he had the Wildcats making the World Series because I don't even have the Wildcats making the playoffs.
Yep. Yeah. And I imagine you have different opinions on the Cobras.
Yeah, I think that's hilarious.
For those of you who haven't watched the Patreon for MLW, Drew, tell the people where Jimmy had your Cobras out of 8 teams.
Ranked 7th, and I texted Mike because Mike was like, "You got to go watch the Power Rankings video, and send me a reaction." And before I watched it, I was like, "I bet he has a 7th." And then
this is true.
You tried to steer me away from thinking that, and then I watched it, and I was like, "That was the easiest bet of all time."
Yeah. Drew, I'm just waiting for you to give me the okay to post your live reaction video to you finding out that you are ranked 7th. So maybe.
No, I don't think that should ever be posted.
All right. Maybe if we ever get on a Patreon level and anybody who pays $100 a month for Fade the Mahoney behind the scenes access, maybe we'll share that with them.
But make like a Fade the Mahoney like OnlyFans, and then just that will be the.
All right. All right. Drew, thanks again, buddy. Trevor, go enjoy your day in the basketball, and good luck in your final series. Drew?
Thank you.
Good gambling.
Good luck, Drew. It's going to be great. Can't wait.
See you guys.